Hello class, so here's a video for section 6.2. This is using in this section you're going to use two main calculator functions. So second function and then the VARS button, that stands for variables. You're hitting the distributions. So down to, if you go all the way down to binomial PDF and binomial CDF, both of these functions you're going to use in this section. They're extremely helpful, save you tons of time. Binomial PDF is finding the probability for one specific value x. Binomial CDF is finding the value for multiple values, everything below and including the number x that you put in. So on a problem like, let me show you, sure, this one. On a problem like number 5 on the homework, they're looking for the probability. They have n is the number of trials, p is the probability, x is the specific number you're looking for. The probability of getting an 11 is the question. So to do this, you're going to do binomial PDF. So go down to binomial PDF, hit enter. Trials is this number here, so that's 12. The probability is 0.85. The x value is 11. And you go down and hit paste. On some of the older calculators, when you hit binomial PDF, it'll put this in on the blank screen. So it'll say binomial PDF. The numbers you put in are n, comma, p, and then comma, and then the x. So you're going to have to enter those in on your own. For the newer calculators, it breaks them apart as trials and probability and the x value. So hit enter and calculates it for you. Round it to, notice it wants 4 decimal places, so 0.3012, and we get that. So that's for one specific x value. Pay very close attention to that x equals 11 right there. On the next problem, they're looking for less than or equal to 3. That's where the binomial CDF function comes in. So go all the way down to binomial CDF right there. Same thing, the trials is n, that's going to be a 9. The p is the probability, that's 0.8. Most people, when they get these problems wrong, they mess up the probability. They do 0.08 or just 8 or something like that, so be careful about that. The x value, you know what? Whatever you put in for the x value, this CDF function is going to calculate, it's going to add up all of the probabilities from 0 all the way up to whatever number this is. So this is adding the probability for 0, 1, 2, and 3, which is exactly what we want it to do in this case. I'll show you what happens with the next one, though. So put in 3, hit paste, and hit enter. Get 0.003, and if I round it to 4 decimal places, this would be a 1 right here. So 0.0031, so put that in. All right, now look very closely. So this one was less than or equal to. That one does include the 3. This next problem is less than 4, strictly less than 4. So it's not including the 4. So if I do binomial CDF again, trials is 7, probability is 0.65, the x value. If I put in a 4 right here, it's going to be adding up the probabilities for 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is not what I want to do because this is saying strictly less than 4. I don't want to include the 4. So I just want to add up the probabilities for 0, 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to put a 3 in again for this one and hit paste. Hit enter. Gives me a probability of 0.1998. You're going to round that to 4 decimal places, so 0.1999. And we get it right. So be careful. The CDF function is extremely helpful, but it's a little bit tricky for how to use it. So you want to make sure that you're putting in the right number for the x value. Okay. All right, that should help you with that one. And I'll show you a couple more of these in the next video.